Okay, great. All right. I'm going to just quickly speak about this order. So we've done this research before, okay, where we sent out to so many students to rank relationships, academic excellence, and finance. And what came up top was always academic excellence, right? So if you're holding many seminars on campus, it means that the average student will favor academic excellence more than finance. And it's not important, it's because a lot of people do not think too much about the future. So because they're currently on campus, the majority of their thinking is offered to what they are currently observing, is offered to their current situations. Okay. Remember where we started, we said that the future belongs to those who have been there before. Okay. Please, somebody should put it in the chat box again for those who just joined. The future belongs to those who have been there before. And what was the other one that we also included? That wisdom is a natural manifestation of long-term thinking. The ability to think a lot about the future will naturally not make you rank academic as important, except if it connects to something in the future. Now, because a lot of people don't think about the future, right, which is the focus of this session, okay, there are three kinds of thinking. There are three kinds of, I wouldn't say thinking, there are three kinds of things that go on in your mind. The first one is called remembering. That one is thinking about the past. The other one is called observing. The second one is called observing. That's thinking about the future because that's what you're just looking at what's before you. And then the other one is talking about thinking about your future. The other one is called thinking rather, which is when you are thinking about the future. The real thinking is when you are literally creating your future today. You're literally making things happen. You're literally predicting your future because you created it. I'll say that again. I'll say those three things again. There are three kinds of things that go on in your mind. The first one is remembering, which is essentially, for poor people or for, they just dwell a lot on the past, right? Poor people, small minds, always thinking about the past, what this person did to me, it's sad, but there are minds like that, right? And then there is the people that think about what they are currently observing, right? Those people, we just call that observation. Okay, so just observing. They're always thinking about the present. That's what you get from most students when you do this research. They would rank academic excellence first because that's their current reality. That's what they are doing, right? So they will rank it first. So it just shows that that's what they offer them most of their thinking too. But the third type of things that go on in your mind is what we actually call thinking, which is when you're thinking more about the future because you're creating it. And that's what is hard to do. Okay. So that's actually what thinking is. So every time somebody says, I'm thinking, you're basically trying to create something out of nothing. You're basically have to, create something that be not as though they were. All right. So that's what thinking is. That's why I think you should put it in the chat box as well. That statement I said earlier that 2% of the population think, then 5% of the population think they think, sorry, 3% of the population think they think, and the remaining 95% would rather die than think. So because thinking is hard, I'll say that again, 2% of the population think, 3% of the population think they think, and the remaining 95% would rather die than think. So that's really what thinking is, okay? So the purpose of a seminar like this is to get people to become thinking people such that you can literally create your future today, right? So it doesn't mean that you ignore the present, it just means you can jump into the future and create a future that's bigger than you, that pulls you from the future. Let me say that again, okay? I hope today that all of you listening to me today, you will carry out this exercise where you will create a 40-year plan, where you will create a future that is big and strong enough that will be pulling you from there. It's like your future is pulling you from there. My average day is mostly about the things I am working at. I'm thinking about the end of the year, thinking about the plans for the end of the year, thinking about what we need to do next year. Just yesterday, I spent a whole lot of my day just planning the properties of MyFund, the finances around it for from now to 2029, the kind of properties we would have this year, the ones we would have next year, the ones we would have out, they will grow from 3 to 8 to 18 to 28 to 70, and so on and so forth. Just that exercise alone, many will run away from it because it's not nice. It's stressful. So, but I can hope that some of you, and somebody put this in chat box, assignment for everybody, please go and create a 40-year plan if you can. That was the assignment my mentor gave me when I finished campus, right? If you need help with it, or if you can show me after you have done it, please do, right? And, I'll be glad to guide you. I'll be glad to help you with it. So let's get back to thinking about the present for now and just do a little bit of secret